The Bible is full of sayings and life lessons. Some have become cliches. Yet many people object to these lessons, claiming the Bible is full of contradictions and controversies. The Sixth Commandment, "Thou shalt not kill," is cited as an example against other verses that support the death penalty in war. Does the Sixth Commandment contradict these verses? Controversial Bible verses. Thou shalt not kill? Welcome to Into the Desert, exploring the wilderness of ideas. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you'd like to support our channel and our mission of encouraging discussion, not division, please join us on Patreon. The link is in the description. Some Bible verses, or parts of verses, are well known by both Christians and non-Christians because they have a nice message that is liked by all, such as 1 John chapter 4, verse 8, God is love. Others are known because they encapsulate the Christian message and are cited frequently by Christians, such as John 3:16. Then there are problematic verses cited to challenge Christians. One such verse is the Sixth Commandment found in Exodus chapter 20, verse 13, Thou shalt not kill. As one agnostic atheist asked in a Reddit post, why is there a commandment stating one shouldn't kill when the rest of the Bible is filled with people killing, stoning others in the name of God or sin? This verse is also frequently raised in discussions on the death penalty. As one article opposing the death penalty asked, once again, what part of thou shalt not kill do we not understand? The supposed contradiction of supporting the death penalty while opposing abortion is sometimes cited by pro-choice advocates.
This is very important. We have moral clarity. We as conservatives refuse to ever say that murder is acceptable based on...
Except for when you want it in prison.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
You're very fine with when it's in prison.
Wait, you mean the death penalty for murderers?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the death penalty is not murder, it's killing, two different things.
That's literally the straw hair argument.
The problem here is not with the Bible. It is with the translation of the Bible, the King James Version, which renders Exodus chapter 20, verse 13 as thou shalt not kill. The critical word here is kill, which translates the Hebrew word ratzach. Translations are, by their nature, problematic. Most of the time, translating something is pretty straightforward and causes few problems. Still, at times, translations can be problematic. Sometimes phrases don't come across correctly in other languages. Once, a mother was talking to a relative who spoke a language other than English, telling the relative how her daughter had just graduated with flying colors. She used the correct words for flying and colors, but the relative did not understand how colors fly or what that had to do with graduation. At other times, words in one language don't have a corresponding term in another. When that happens, often the foreign word enters into the language, schadenfreude and umami. Other translation issues arise because words often have different meanings in different contexts, as those meanings are rarely, if ever, identical across languages. This is why jokes and poetry are so challenging to translate, as they often depend on these multiple meanings of words. Try translating, why did the tomato turn red? It saw the salad dressing. Multiple meanings can cause problems even within a language. For example, what does the phrase, all men are created equal, mean? Samuel Johnson, who wrote the first English dictionary about the same time as the Declaration of Independence, gave multiple definitions for the word man, starting with one, human being. Yet some confuse this meaning with the second, two, not a woman. Something similar goes with the King James translation of ratzach in Exodus chapter 20, verse 13. While it can be translated as kill, so can 7 other Hebrew words, In English, the word kill is a generic term meaning to end something. You can kill a person, yet you can also kill an animal, a bug, a motor, or even a plan. The Hebrew word ratzach is far more specific. It is to take a life wrongfully. So, of the Hebrew words for killing, ratzach is the one that would be closest to the English word murder. Thus, while the King James Version translation is okay, the translation in the NIV of "you shall not murder" is better. The Bible Hub page for Exodus chapter 20 verse 13 lists over 30 English translations, and 26 use the word murder. At best, this is a translation issue. Understood as murder, there is no contradiction with the rest of the Bible. Nor is there any conflict with the death penalty. While one can, and many do, oppose the death penalty for many reasons, the Sixth Commandment should not be one of them. Exodus chapter 20 does not prohibit the death penalty. In fact, the death penalty is affirmed in the rest of the book of Exodus. It is also found in each of the 5 books of the Torah. Understanding Exodus chapter 20 verse 13 as prohibiting murder also removes its effectiveness as a pro-choice argument that claims to point out a supposed contradiction on the pro-life side. While many pro-life supporters oppose both abortion and the death penalty, that is not required by the Sixth Commandment. One can consistently and logically support the death penalty for those who are guilty of crimes, such as murder, and oppose the taking of the innocent life of a baby in the womb. So what do you think? Do you think that the definition of ratzach to murder is more accurate than kill? Do you think that even with the translation, do you think the Sixth Commandment prohibits the death penalty? Let us know down in the comments. We do read your comments and often post replies. If you made it this far in the video, consider watching one of our other videos and supporting our channel on Patreon. Thank you for watching Into the Desert, exploring the wilderness of ideas.